Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and it is called Steel 2. We are in Legram and we still have plenty to do here. Between the episodes, I won't say grind because there is no need for it. The only thing I did was fight a little bit on the outside just so we had some extra sepith to spend and that I could update at least the courts of our current party to the current standard. So like defend to attack to action to cast to EP to and all that kind of stuff. I'm almost done with that. I just need a little bit of extra sepith in order to complete that, but I'm pretty sure with everything we're about to do, not only here in Legram but everywhere around the continent, we'll get more than enough to do that. But for now, we have some more people to talk to in Legram, more buildings to, let us say, peruse, discover, look through, just to see if we can find anything that might help us finding all the students that we want, and especially students that are not on the required list. Because those are the things that are interesting to me, because the one on the required list, they will be there. We will not continue the story without having them on the ship. It's the students that we need to find beside those that are interesting, because those will give us the little bit of extras that the main story itself won't be giving us. And who knows, maybe one of them will be a new room on the Courageous that we can check out, or better shops, better items, or just some interesting lore when we talk to them. But yes, let's continue on by going through Legram and of course talking to all the quest points we have somewhere around in this city. And of course, because I needed to update my goods, I have already been to one of the stores here in between. I can imagine you haven't already heard the wonderful news, but Lord Arcide has returned. That's not to say I feared for his safety for even a second, however. He's simply too capable a man to ever be defeated. His finer points extend beyond strength too. He's a man who values peace above all else and strives to protect the weak. Strong of body and noble of mind, that's our Lord Arcide. Alright, let's see where I'm actually here for. And that is just to check on the goods. And we already were very happy with this one, but we'll need a whole lot more mirror before I can let's say stock this item. But I'm more here for these ones, because I did make a lot of food as well, because we had like 2 recipes we didn't make all the variations of just yet. And I managed to do that as well, but I will show you that in a second. It did take us all our syrup in order to get there. Just 1 rock salt. That's not too bad. And we don't have an issue just yet. And a new Gambler Jack as well. Perfect. And no exchange, because I did that already for some little bit of extra cash, of course. Alright, for the recipes, what we hadn't done yet, we didn't have the tough tail soup. We didn't activate that just yet. We did, however, did all the pilaf, and we didn't do anything of the fluffy pancake. And as you can see, I made a lot of fluffy pancake before I got the iron pancake. I have to be honest about this. I used the quartz that enhances the chances of making a peculiar dish, but in the end we did get it. And again, we haven't seen anything in the game so far as a side quest where we have to bring a peculiar dish or great dish to somebody like we had in Cold Steel 1. But that option is still out there, so that's one of the reasons why I want to have everything at least made once, so we have it in our inventory. Alright, let's continue on. Tobal's gone off with Lord Arcide to fight for peace. I'm sure Lord Arcide needs all the help he can get too. The situation in the west gets more and more dire every day. Tovel's a very capable man, so I'm sure his assistance will be a great asset. I wish I could help him myself, but I suppose I'll have to run my shop as well as possible to show my support. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at things. I wish I could aid Lord Arcite, but I'd only be in the way. I'm sure he'll be glad to have Tovel at his side, though. As for me, I'll keep working away right here as I pray for their success. Yeah, it's the best thing you can do. Keep the town as normal and safe and stable as possible. I'm pretty sure that's all Lord Arcite wants, while he's busy out trying to, well, dare I say, win the war? Hello, Perro. How you doing? Ah, so I heard Lord Arcite entrusted you with the Courageous, did he? Since it's the property of the Imperial family, the Alliance will have to carefully weigh how they act towards it. It ought to prove a powerful asset to your cause. It seems Lord Arcite thought so put it to good use. Now that the Courageous is openly conducting operations, it's effectively the symbol of Erebonia's neutral forces. I can't help but wonder if Prince Oliver anticipated it might come to this when he first commissioned it to be built. It is definitely possible. It is possible, but it could maybe be more of a hope than that he actually thought it was gonna happen. Because don't forget, the Courageous itself, it probably took a long time to build, so yes. If he had foreseen the war being a possibility in that long, preparing a ship for potential neutral force to do their thing, if that's the case, it would be very impressive. We were so relieved to see Lord Arcite safe and well. It may be more difficult here now than it was, but we'll get by. Lord Arcite is out there fighting for us. The mist has dissipated somewhat, and above all, I'm here with my family. As long as I have them, I can get through anything life throws at me. Is Karner out playing again then? I believe so. I'm sure he'll be fine. He's a smart boy, just like his father. You think? I say he got a lot of growing up to do if he wants to be as smart as his dear old dad. Oh, whatever you say, dear. Yes, we already saw him outside. Alright, nothing else. Let's talk to the Stalker gang member and then go into the inn. The whole town is so much happier knowing that Lord Arcite is safe and well. It really makes me want to knuckle down and get some serious work done. The harder we all work, the less he has to worry about Legrand while he's away. Perfect stance to have, totally agree. The harder we all work, the less Lord Arcite has to worry about while he's away. Time to really put my back into it. Go for it, Chloe. Anything to, let us say, remove your thoughts about Laura and all the men around her. Alright. Let's talk to you later. Let's see the rest first. Surprised to see Maria working here? Well, she decided to start helping us out. I tried to tell her it was unnecessary, but she was very insistent. I ended up giving her the go-ahead. She really been a big help though. With all the people stopping here as they flee from the combat in the west, more hands on deck come in handy. As much as I appreciated Maria's assistance, I really don't want her to push herself to help. She's just as much a victim of this war as anyone. Life can't be easy for her now. Nice pilaf and jelly. Oh, hello there. Welcome to the Apricots. I've decided to start helping out here as a way to pay people of Legrand back for all the kindness they've shown us. I still have a lot to learn about this job, but practice makes perfect. I'm a little worried about that boy over there. I believe he said his name was Cargo? He told me he's been separated from someone and he seems to be worried about them. I wish there was something I could do to help, but I wouldn't even know how to begin. Sure, we can figure it out. That damnable Duke Cayenne. I dismissed him as little more than a pompous idiot with an hideous sense of fashion. But he was playing us for the fools the whole time, and now he has those soldads and that battleship. And oh, if Chancellor Osborne were still alive, things would be playing out differently right now. Very differently indeed. I'm starting to lose hope that we'll ever make it back to Heimdallr. Oh, if only Chancellor Osborne was still with us. Hey, don't give hope up yet. It might still happen. Oh, I can't believe we're already halfway through December. Ordinarily, I'd be sipping champagne and rubbing elbows at a lavish party right about now. But yet here I am. Why can't I wake up from this endless nightmare? Let's get out of the way a little bit, please. Thank you. Oh, there's no way this can be real. It must be a nightmare. It has to be. Well, just as soon as you realize it is not a nightmare but actual reality for the moment, you'll get by a little bit better. I can only take so much of my parents at any given time, so I thought I'd come up here and read a book or something. Which seems like a great idea until I realized it's the only book I own and I've read it like 20 times. Maybe I'll go walk or something. We did come to Legram to sightsee after all, when we first came here forever ago. Oh, I was actually kinda hoping she was reading a Gambler Jack book or something, and that, you know what, I've read it 20 times, here, take it. I've got nothing better to do, so I might as well head out for a walk. Sure beats sitting around here all day, and it really beats sitting with mom and dad. I can imagine that. Because arguing parents can be a very tiring thing to be with. But it does happen. Alright, that's everyone here. I'll be right with you. We're just gonna look at the back end. See the fisherman? Lord Arcee took off on a liner for the Sutherland province, just as soon as he arrived. He's supposedly westward bound from here. If he were anyone else, I'd be worried about a strategy like that, but Lord Arcee, he's going to be perfectly fine. And by the time he returns, he is bound to have a myriad of other achievements to his name. I have no doubt about that. Yeah, everyone here has perfect faith in their Viscount. I would say I hope Lord Arcee will go and do us proud, but I know he will. And in all honesty, we feel the same way, definitely. But Terry, your cargo, right? Makia's friend? I know you put in a request for help, but what are you doing all the way out here in Legram? Did something happen? What do you think happened? A bunch of noble soldiers came busting into the Ost district, and that got us real salty, so we gave him some of the old bang kapow. But then they got mad at us and turned the tables. They wouldn't give up either. But then Pateri, oh damn it. Well, if I parsed that correctly, it sounds like he really needs our help with something. And I guess Patir is in trouble? Well, that's about all I got too. We should try to get him to calm down a little so he can explain things before it's too late. Maybe bringing Makias with us would help? I mean, they are friends of sort. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Let's go back to the Courageous and get him. Interesting. Ah, those damn soldiers getting all big for their boots, thinking they're so tough. They deserve the kapow we gave them. I didn't think they'd be so stubborn though. Or that Patir, ah, damn it. Well, he's still crying. I guess we won't be able to get anything else out of him while he's like this. Allow me to translate. The patrolling soldiers' arrogance irritated him and Patiri greatly. In response, they tried setting traps for them using boxes and drum cans in an effort to drive them away. Naturally, this did not go according to plan, as anyone with half a brain would expect. Makias? What the hell are you doing here? I don't need a dork like you to help me sort this out. I can do it just fine on my own. Of course. I could tell from the tears streaming down your face that you're off to a flying start. Machias, I have no idea how you turned what he said into what you just said, but I'm impressed. Unfortunately for me, I've had to put up with the two of them for a long time now. You pick up some things after a while. I'm fairly sure I know how the rest of the story goes too. When the traps failed to have their intended effect, the soldiers gave chase. As they ran, Cargo and Pateri lost sight of one another, which led to their current quandary. Yeah, that's right. We were running from him, but then Pateri told me to go on ahead. We were supposed to meet up here, but she still hasn't shown. Pateri... Well, at least we finally got to the bottom of what happened. Could this mean that soldiers did capture her after all? It wouldn't be a surprise with how heavily guarded the capital is. Oh, now I'm starting to worry about her. I hope she's alright. I'd save your concern. Those two always defy expectations. Don't take a word they say at face value. What's that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean, Machias? Cargo, we should make a few things clear. You two definitely specified Legram as the town to meet up in, correct? Well, that's what I said, didn't I? I mean, we were kind of panicking at the time with the soldiers chasing us and all, but Pateri took out a map and pointed right at the part where Legram is. She said we were to meet up at this tiny little place in the boonies where no soldiers will ever care enough to find us. Why have I a feeling that it is not Legram he's talking about, but some other location? Maybe you shouldn't talk about the town like that right in front of all its residents. Especially when they're being nice enough to let you stay here for free. Well, he isn't wrong, technically, and speaking as a resident, I don't find such an apt description offensive. Still, if they had a map, I can't imagine we're dealing with any sort of misunderstanding. Neither can I. They're both Erebonians, so it's not likely they end up in different towns. One more question, Cargo. Were you both on the same side of the map when you were doing this, or were you on the opposite side, facing one another? Yeah, we were facing each other, so what? Have you worked something out, Machias? Well, I think so. When they agreed on their destination, one of them was looking at the map upside down. I doubt she ever even mentioned Legram. She probably pointed to a part of the map and said here. They probably didn't even realize how much of a misunderstanding it would cause. Well, it does sound plausible. Still, if that's the case, then Pateri's gone off to an entirely different town. We should look for a town that fits her description and is on the opposite side of the capital from Legram. Good things we have to courageous. Okay, we're off to find Pateri. Any objections, Cargo? Did you work something out? What are you wasting your time here for then? If you find her, let me know right away. You better promise. We will. Just stay away from me. You're getting snot everywhere. Badass and danger started. Well, looking good so far. Well, there is one town that comes to mind when they say a town into the boonies. And there's no remark to Rean's hometown, but Ymir was the first town that came to mind. So I would suggest maybe looking over there. But once we pick a destination like Ymir, we can check on the map if it's actually on the direct opposite location from the capital as Legram. But we'll see when we get out of here, which might be in a little while. So hang in there, Cargo. Oh, last time I saw Pateri was in front of the Heimdallr station. She told me she was gonna distract the soldiers so I could run. Then she pulled out a map and told me to meet her in a tiny town in the boonies, in this part of the country. But she definitely pointed at Legram, I'm sure she did. Anyway, if you find her, promise me you'll let me know, I mean it. Well, Legram's on the south side of Erebonia, so if they were looking at the map from opposite sides, we should start looking for her in the north. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be Ymir. Rean just confirmed it himself without actually saying the word Ymir. So do we want to go there straight away, or should we just finish up the town of Legram first. Because if I remember correctly, the 2 required quests were not here. It's been a few days since I last played the game, but I think it was on some other locations. Let's have a quick look. Yes, Monster Madness was Elder Ivan at the Lakeside Cabin in the Highlands. And President Toa was for students, which will be all over the place. So we'll probably get a few students from this list already before going, of course, to this one. Like, this is contained, this is in the north, so we can just easily say we'll do that last. So get it fine. And of course, an optional was for Lieutenant Greg, which is no problem if we ever need to be in that area. Alright, good. I say let's finish off Legrand first by talking to everyone and potentially some students that are on the list of Toa. Which, like I said, shouldn't be a problem if we do not go to the north to finish that one up first. So let's continue where we're busy with. And who knows, maybe find some other additional optional quests to do here. Oh, Father Heimdallr actually sat down and talked with Vivi for a while the other day. Not only did he get her to calm down, he's even got her helping out around the church. For all the slacking he does, he can be pretty incredible when the situation demands it. But it's kind of irritating that he was able to do what I couldn't just like that. Years of experience. That could just be it. I wish I knew exactly what he did to calm Vivi down. I try so hard to cheer her up too, and then he just waltzes in on and make it look easy. He got all that making of an excellent priest. I just wish he'd put his skills to work more often. Well, it is basically his chosen how to handle things, but I know exactly what you mean. Alright, Vivi, be right with you. Oh, good to see Vivi's calmer now, at least. What do you mean? What did I do to get her that way? I did what I always do, nothing. All I did was listen to her. Sadness eats away at you like a disease if you just let it build up. So basically, all he was sitting next to her and letting her vent for a bit. Seems easy enough, right? And a good thing to do. And definitely in his wheelhouse, definitely. I just let her vent and get some of her worries off her chest. Now that she's done that, she's feeling loads better. There's not a guarantee that it won't build up again though, so hurry up and find that sister of hers for her, will ya? Alright, we'll talk to her and see if we get some leads on where we can find her sister. Oh, you're back. Oh, hey again, Vivi. No updates on Linda's whereabouts since we lost, when you saw you last, huh? Not yet, at least. I've prayed for her to be okay more times than I can count. I even started watering the plants here for extra ideas brownie points. And they're still not doing well. I'm useless, both as a gardening club member and as a human being. But I guess it's always been like this. Alright, I don't think now is the time to beat yourself up over this, Vivi, definitely. I'm only ever able to do anything because I've got Linda, and now that I don't... I was going to invite her to join the courageous crew, but asking her now might do more harm than good. Maybe Fee could cheer her up. She's not exactly a ray of sunshine, but they're in the same club, so she still might help. And okay, and why don't we automatically invite her here, just like we did with Makias and the Pateri quest? It's fine, so we'll be back with Fee once we talk to everyone. But the game could have easily done that here as well. Which is fine. We'll pick up Fee when we want Vivi to come with us. Alright. Alright, Casper. Oh, hey guys. Nice to see you managed to find all of your class 7 buddies in the end, Rean. Ah, thanks. I'm pretty happy about that too. How things been on your end? Still doing alright? Oh, so far so good. I like to think I'm making myself useful here in a training hall, doing whatever I can. Not that that's much though. I'm basically just taking care of the weapon maintenance and important more when necessary. Oh, with all the trouble that's befallen this town, I'm sure they appreciate all the help they can get. Allow me to thank you on behalf of everyone here. There is little more helpful than a properly maintained blade. Speaking of helping out, actually, Rean told Casper that they were looking for fellow Thor students to fight with them aboard the Courageous. Me? On the Courageous? Well, I'd love to, but... Hey, quick question. Could you use the Courageous to fly over to the west? I mean, theoretically, sure. We could use it to fly anywhere. It's not part of the area we're responsible for, though. We were told to focus all our efforts on the east side of Erebonia. Yeah, that makes sense. I just figured I might be able to go and see how my family was doing over there, that's all. Oh, I forgot that you came from a town near the shore over there. I can hardly blame you for being worried. Yeah, well, whatever. I'm sorry, but I'm staying here on the Gram for now. I'm hoping I'll get the chance to head over there and check on them myself. Alright, that makes sense. I wonder if we can find out for ourselves whether they're safe or not. I haven't read the latest Imperial Chronicle yet. It seems like a long shot, but maybe there's something in there. It's worth a look at least. I have bought it though. Okay, so now we actually have a reason to actually go through it. Reports also suggest the Ezra Knight joined the fray. Alright, so it's definitely in there. So if we go to the books. I'm just going through it really quickly. Maybe we should just go to everything else as well, just to make sure that it's in there. Ah, come on, there's gotta be something in there that tells us how Casper's family is doing. Oh, right here, this part. Oh, what brings you back here? Casper, hear me out. I know you're worried about things back home, but I think chances are good that your family's just fine. Seriously? What makes you think that? Check out the 6th and 7th pages. Rean gave Casper the Imperial Chronicle. The Chronicle? Haven't read one of those in a while. I've been too busy worrying to actually. Civilian casualties thought to be minor. State of confusion will remain in the eastern Erebonia for a time being. No way! She's actually talking about the coast. And this. Yes, we're not exactly able to check on the situation firsthand, so we can't say for sure, but... Well, it says that while the battle started near the coast, most of it took place further inland. That's kept civilian casualties to a minimum. As we assume that this is honest reporting, I'd say it's unlikely that your home or your family were harmed. Wouldn't you agree? Oh, going simply off the evidence we've collected, I think it's likely that your family's safe. It's second-hand evidence and you can't trust the media nowadays, but it's better than nothing, right? Really, Liam? We're trying to get them to get on the Courageous, not off it. Oh man, thank goodness. I can't thank you guys enough for bringing this to me. I've been worried sick about everyone for so long that this is a massive weight off my shoulders. I can see the relief in your face. But at least now I don't feel quite as much of a need to get over to the west to check up on everyone. So you got me. I'll join you guys on the Courageous and help out however I can. Welcome aboard. Let's fight for our families together. You bet. Casper was welcomed aboard the Courageous. Our first new member has been added to our ship. Amazing. Alright. Well, once we get back to the Courageous, we'll definitely check where he is, though. Because I do wonder what he'll be doing. But since he's been maintaining the blades here, I wouldn't be too surprised if he's weapon shop or maybe the training hall. Oh, I brought some food for the students here to eat while they train. But Fritz is the only one here. What should I do? Oh, I mean, I probably shouldn't get in the way of his training, should I? Of course not. He's busy concentrating. Oh, I don't think I'm ready to be alone with him just yet. Not that that means anything, though. Just go for it, Sydney. You'll be fine. Well, if you're looking for Gavelli and Ares, they're out patrolling at the moment. We've been getting some large peculiar monsters on the highway lately, so we need to be more alert than ever. In the meantime, I'm training. If we intend on protecting Legram in Master Arcede's absence, we need to be strong. Our mission is to keep this town safe, so we're just trying to keep monsters away instead of trying to defeat them all. Many of the monsters on the highway are new to us, so it's hard to say for certain whether we could even slay them. All the more reason to keep training so that should the time come, we'll all be ready to do so. And hey, we fought with them. They're more than capable of protecting the town, and I think that would calm Lord Arcede's mind of anything going on the gram, knowing that they are there to protect it. Alright, one building left. That's of course Laura's own home, which is very important indeed. So Casper's going to be joining all of you on the Courageous, is he? I can rest easy if you're all with him. I'm sure he'll be an asset. Hopefully it won't be long before he's reunited with his family. In all honesty, I hope that too. Well, depending on what he's doing on the Courageous for us, of course. Oh, so is Casper going to be joining you on the Courageous?
Oh hello. Lord Arcede told me all about your plans going forward. He said that you'll be forming a neutral faction of your own and traveling around eastern Erebonia aboard the Courageous.
That's right. Whether we truly have the strength to achieve our goals remains to be seen, however. Still, as students of Thor's, we'll stop at nothing to do just that. We'll take back our academy from the Alliance, no matter what stands in our way.
Whether you have the strength or not, you certainly have the spirit. Even in martial arts, raw strength alone is not everything. It is only by following just principle that one can achieve great things. And from what I see, you certainly are lacking in that regard. I have faith that you will be able to do what you set your minds to. Believe in yourselves and follow the path you have chosen.
Thanks. We'll try.
What you intend to do won't be easy, but I have no doubts you'll see success in due time. I shall be praying that the goddess watches over you during your travels.
Alright.
I've heard that you will be flying around Eastern Erebonia aboard the famous Courageous. That is wonderful news. I couldn't believe my ears when I found out that you'd be entrusted with it. Ever since I heard, I've been desperate to tell everyone I know, but all the people I knew already knew what I knew. I was so disappointed. I wish I could run over to the capital and tell everyone there instead.
Something tells me he's very proud of that news.
I've long been worried about how other people all over the country are doing. So if you're flying around, please do try and help those in need. I'd be sure to tell them all about the amazing things you've done in my place.
Yes, we'll definitely be helping as many people as we can all around everywhere. Don't worry. Alright, so we got one more person on top, and then that will be the entire place checked. Oh, welcome back. And guess what? Lord Arcede came and paid us a visit. He, Tovel, and Prince Oliver all seemed really well too. I can't believe in that they all be right, but I'm so glad they were. Their visit was only fleeting, but they seem to be enjoying themselves. I couldn't possibly be happier. I was so happy to see that they're all well. Prince Oliver even decided to play a tune on his flute for me all of a sudden. He's a fun one, to be sure. I kept believing, and in the end, my wish came true. I'm so happy they're all alright.
Of course they are. There's no one stronger than those three together. So they can do anything they want. Betting that there's nothing here we can interact with. Just checking if there's no people standing here all secretively, yeah. Nah, I think we're fine. Alright, that's the entirety of Legram. So we've got 2 quests here that we need to do stuff for in order to get them moving forward. One of them is, of course, our optional quests with Cargo and Bateri, which I do truly believe that we need to go to Ymir in order to fulfill that. And Vivi, and then we need to have Fi in our party to make some progress with that too. And since I do believe that we need to go to Ymir for Cargo's quest, I'm thinking let's go to the Courageous, fly over to Ymir, talk to everyone there, just like we would do entering a new town. And if we're right, we'll get that other section there for the Bateri quest, Cargo quest, one of the two, no matter how you call it. And after we go back to inform Cargo about Bateri and the situation, we'll bring Fi with us so we can talk to Vivi and complete that part of the quest as well. And I think afterwards would be a nice thing to do is go out into the wild, all across the highway to the next location instead of using the Courageous, if that is possible. So we might meet up with the other students there trying to protect the road. I think that will be a good plan for moving on forward. So, shall we go to the Courageous? Should be able to do that this way. There it is. Called the Courageous. Hell yeah. Ooh. We could just adjust the party here without ever leaving Legram and talk to Vivi. No, I'm gonna stick to the plan. So that way we have a reason to come back here for Cargo and for Vivi. So let's return to the Courageous. And in due time we will skip this event because we'll be seeing it a lot of times. But on the other hand, it's really short, so it shouldn't be in trouble. Can we actually see if Casper is here somewhere? I'm pretty sure he will be in uniform. Just have a quick look everywhere to where he could potentially be. Like that, the first thing I have in my mind is the training hall. Considering he was maintaining the blades there. No, that's just Laura. Anyone else we have here? There's someone in the conference hall, which was already there. And the royal room, which is of course Elvin. So it could be a shop. Wouldn't mind that in all honesty. And there he is, the first crew member left home, replaced by Casper. Oh, I've decided to run this weapon shop. I learned all about handling different weapons over the training hall, so it seems like a perfect fit for me. Now that I know everyone at home is alright, I can give it my all too. If you ever need any new weapons, stop by. I'll try to keep my lineup as fresh too as well. So basically he will have all the weapons we can get anywhere that we've been to. At least I hope so. So let's see what he has right now. Which would technically be everything we handled so far. Well, I would love to equip everyone with the equipment that we have, but that's not an option right now because we do have a little bit more cash, but I do want to still keep something in reserve for now. But don't worry, we'll get there sooner than you might think. And he has a good shop, he has a lot of different things. Good. Alright, so there's Casper. At least we now know where he is, and he's ready for more students to join him.
And it does make sense to have someone in the weapon store be a mandatory member, because that's something you need. Just like other stores, trading halls and that kind of stuff. So I'm pretty sure the required students will be for those locations. And again, ones that I do want to know more about are the ones that are not on that list, and they will come eventually. I'm pretty sure of that. But for now, I'm gonna leave it here. Next episode, we'll go to Ymir, talk to everyone there, and see if we are right about Pateri being there. But there's only one way to find out. And check out the next episode. But until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we head out for Ymir. See you then. Bye bye.